I had a whole intro for this episode and everything too.
Did you? Oh,
yeah, it was like, what up, Rich? How you doing? Looking forward to talking about some of our close friends and exposing secrets of our family members. For more, make sure to like and subscribe the video.
I think it was supposed to be more like, my bad, hon.
Yeah.
I talk shit. Sorry.
What up, cuz?
Yeah, what up, cuz?
Oh, Saturday morning, this is when I'm supposed to be productive, but instead I've just gotten way too deep into messing around with AI image generation, drinking Monster, and honestly getting really high.
Yeah, amen to that.
Yeah, happy Saturday. How you doing?
Yeah, happy Saturday, man. Same thing, really. I got up a little late because I was up late. My daughter had a sleepover last night, so that was, they were loud all freaking night.
Okay, I was just going to ask for clarification. More people at your house or less? Sounds like more.
Yeah. No, more. So that was all right.
This is just what you always wanted, more kids in your house.
Yeah, right. Just what I want, more goddamn kids. They're all right, though. They're just loud. That was good. Went to bed late. Got up a little later than I usually do, which is nice, but also not nice.
Yeah, right.
Tried to be a little productive. Was a little productive. Ran into a couple little roadblocks, if you will, and just kind of gave up on the morning. For now, anyway.
Well, not very long, and it won't be morning.
Yeah, correct. It'll just be a waste afternoon. But I'm just like you said, just getting high now because I'm like, well, fuck.
America, fuck yeah. I swear it's not a problem.
No, it's not.
Well, that's one of the things I've come to realize is like, it's probably not the problem in my life. Okay, that 3 hours of sleep I had with that CPAP, honestly, it was less than 3 hours. That was some of the best sleep I've ever had. The day after that sleep study, I woke up that morning, I rushed right home. I had to shower because my hair was all full of like nasty shit, right? It was very gross. I still got like those electro pad, like that gel stuff. It never comes off. You have to, your skin has to come off. I swear to God.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to grow out a couple of layers and they'll start to fall out.
But no, the next night I go to sleep in my regular bed and I wake up the next morning. I'm like, oh no, I feel like shit. Like this is how I always feel, isn't it? It's like, oh, I really do need that.
It goes back to the study every night.
Well, it's just like, so
you ended up with a mask on for the thing?
They knew like before I even went that's okay. So I get there, I sit down, and they're like, get into whatever you're gonna wear for when you go to sleep. I was like, I just sleep in my boxers. Like I'm either totally naked or in my boxers. And she's like, well, fine. Like you just don't be naked. Like you can wear your boxers, whatever.
He's like, damn.
No, it wasn't nothing special. But it was at a hotel. The hospital rents out an entire floor of this hotel permanently, and they fixed up 3 of these rooms. They took out most of the bathrooms. There was only a toilet and a sink, and they had all sorts of like crazy equipment in there. There was an intercom system, infrared cameras the whole time. So like, after they hooked me up, and I have literally never had that many like electrodes and wires and stuff attached to me. It was like an umbilical cord. No kidding. It was some sci-fi shit. It was easily a half hour just to attach everything to me.
Oh, that's dope.
And then I get
getting ready for a movie.
Oh, it was fucking insane. Honestly, it was some Hollywood level stuff. So I get in bed, and the lady leaves the room. All the lights are off, and she's like, "Okay, over the intercom because it's live the whole time." Yeah. So there was a room with 4 people all night long. There were 2 other people getting studies done, and I could hear one of them. Like they had night terrors. Oh my God. So over the intercom, lady's like, hey, close your eyes. Just keep them closed for 10 seconds and then open them and then look to the right and then to your left and you're up and down, like flex your toes and stuff. They could literally see me like trying to breathe throughout the night. And then 3 o'clock, 3 in the morning comes around. She pops on the loudspeaker and she's like, "Hey, you meet all of the criteria for obstructive sleep apnea. So we're gonna come in, hook you up with the CPAP, and see what it does." And it was honestly freaking incredible. It was exactly what I thought it would be. It's a plastic cover that goes over my mouth and nose, and there's like a, creates a tight little seal, and, straps that go around your head, so like it's freaking airtight. And then there's a machine that just like does the breathing part for you. And
So
that's it.
Did they say that you could try like the other styles, or is this mask like that's probably what you're gonna do?
No, that's definitely what I'm gonna do, because I broke my nose when I was in my early 20s. I was snowboarding at Okemo with AJ and the boys. One of the few times I did any physical exercise in my entire life, and it worked out really
Look what
poorly.
happened.
Yeah, exactly. I almost Sonny Bono'd that shit. I went face first down the mountain in front of a whole bunch of like 12-year-olds that were outperforming me in so many ways.
Yeah,
and then
right.
I just left some like pink snow for like 12 feet. I'm sitting there on my ass in like blue jeans because I'm an idiot, and just like, oh man, I definitely just broke my nose. AJ and Marky are laughing at me. All the kids are scared, so I just like left. And, like, that's one of the reasons why I have such a narrow nose. Also, I'm white.
Right, yeah. So I mean, the big nose having breathing up all the white man's air, that's not really our thing.
No, I mean, between like the grandparents on my mom's side and the grandparents on my dad's side, like, we are some narrow nosed motherfuckers.
yeah, facts. Which is cool, you know what I mean? It's like, nobody's ever gonna be like, "Oh my god, like, hey, you're a honker." Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm good with it. It looks good on my face.
It is so noticeable, like with my glasses. Like, I have to push them up all the time. It's so reflexive of a movement now that even when I'm walking around in my house without glasses on, I'll like reach for my nose and try and push them up.
Yeah,
like, it's wild. I feel like an idiot when I do it, and I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is, dude.
Learned habits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, it's because I'm trying, in my mind, subconsciously, I'm thinking I can't see good, so I need to adjust my glasses so I can see better.
Right.
But I'm not wearing them, so it's like, you're dumb. You're like a dog.
You're just a big dumb stupid.
Yeah, that's probably why I love Rosie so much, because we're about as smart as each other some days.
Although you haven't met Gunner yet, he's I call him stupid, but it's like animals. You just say things a certain way, and they don't know what you're actually saying. It's all about the tone. So I was like, "Look at me, stupid! Look at me, stupid!" And he's like, "Yeah." He loves me. It's like, yeah, I do, but at the same time, like, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
like, you are an idiot. And Rosie, like, I'm all in the driveway from work, and Rosie knows, like, they're outside, which they always are. Like, he'll just run behind me the whole time I'm backing up, everything. You know what I mean? Just, dog's an idiot. And Rosie knows, like, when I pull up and I'm going to back in, she's got to wrangle this dude up, get him over into the front yard, and keep him occupied so he doesn't run out in front of my car. And it's like, yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl. And they're both lab mixes. It's just, he's an idiot.
I mean, Labradors aren't known to be, like, smart dogs.
No, but she's lab and collie, so she's got that herding dog in her. So she's got that about her. I don't know what he's mixed with. It's lab and dumb, whatever it is.
See, I keep going back and forth about... So I really want a dog. Like, specifically a dog. As far as, like, pets go, it's pretty much the only, like, companion animal I would really want. Like, cats... I fucking hate cats. There's one, I'm allergic to them. I've come to realize that in my adulthood, is that I'm allergic to cats. So can't do that, right? Okay, cool. What do I want an animal for? Something I can be like, come here, I want to pet you. And like, you love me when I come home. You like seeing me. And, I get to take care of something. Cool. So, like, a rabbit, that's out of the fucking question. Like, that stays in its cage, or it runs around and just shits all over the place. And I ain't down with that. A ferret, those things fucking stink. They're expensive, and, like, same issues. Those things are like snakes with legs. It's
Yep. So, you get a nice chinchilla. That's just a big pain in the ass, big fluffy rodent thing that stays in its cage.
It's just like a bunny and a rat fucked. Gerbils, hamsters, like all that. Like, I'm not gonna pick up a gerbil and just like hold it. I'm not a fucking weirdo. Like, Jesus Christ, I already don't get laid enough. I don't need that in my life.
Like the man and his hamster.
So, like, a dog, that's pretty much where my situation's at. It just means I'm gonna have to get off my fat ass at least 2-3 times a day and walk the fucker. Like, outside of that, everything's pretty much a plus. The hair, I'm not a fan of that. Growing up as poor as I fucking did, we were always covered in hair and flea bites. So, like, it's been nice in my adult life over the past decade or so not having, like, hair on anything.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, right.
It's, I mean, don't get me wrong, my shirts are wrinkly when I go to work, but they're not covered in gizmo dust.
Yeah, dust, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, all
pieces of this somehow not dead yet dog.
Well, I mean, it's sad as it is, and it still hurts me incredibly much to think about, but, like, that was one of the reasons why I ended up putting that dog down. It's not like she was terminally ill, it's just that she was slowly dying because of the house she was in. No one could take care of her. She was, like, too old to get adopted, and I mean,
she lived pretty long considering.
Yeah, she was, I want to say 14.
Yeah.
And I mean, medium-sized dog, 35-ish pounds. But she had a real fucked up tail, so she couldn't walk. She had, like, an infection, and she kept nipping and biting at it, and it was right where the tail met with her hips, and she ended up biting through the nerves, so she couldn't end up walking anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, it became an abscess, and it was like, there's nothing I can do to help fix this, and I can't throw thousands of dollars at this because it was like 23.
Yeah, it was like, A, it's 14, B,
yeah, right.
You don't have that kind of money to just throw
I mean, let's say 1 in 3 chance that the dog survives the surgery, and it still costs money if she dies. It's like, this is a tough decision that has to be made. So it's like, hey, we're going to get a bunch of chicken nuggets. I'm going to get you high as fuck in the back seat, and we're going to ride around until they give you good enough drugs until you die. And it's like, boy, that's what I would want.
Yeah, right.
Like, legitimately, if I was in that situation, it's like, yo, Pat, Marky Mark, he's going to come and pick you up. We're going to bring you down to Five Guys. We're going to get you the biggest sack of fries and the nastiest burger in the world. And then we're going to go shoot you up until you die.
Sounds like a pretty standard Tuesday,
Like, right? I mean, we're gonna get you so high that you die. I want to say it's a Katt Williams sketch from way back in the day. He's trying to buy some weed, and the guy's like, "Yeah, man, this shit right here, it's just called death." He's like, "What? Yeah, it's just called death." Wait, death?
One hit of this, you can't hear shit. Nigga, I can't smoke this. I got shit to do today.
Little half a pint. Guy's so fucking.
Yeah, for a little guy, dude, I do like me some fucking Katt Williams.
Dude, have you ever seen the TMZ video of him getting beaten up by, like, a 15-year-old?
No.
Oh, dude, it is one of the best things ever. So, Katt Williams, surprisingly, is, like, notoriously sober as an adult. It's like a whole thing. So he was at, like, a youth baseball game. Like, legit. And he is just, like, getting harassed by some 16-year, like, a teen. Right? But this is like a grown-ass kid, right?
I just type it in Katt Williams gets, and it pops up, Katt Williams gets beat up by middle schooler.
Dude, it is 100% worth watching. If I'm real good at editing, I'll put it up on screen. You guys not seeing it now proves that I am lazy and did get stoned this morning.
That's amazing. Yeah, definitely toss up the link to that.
Yeah. And I mean,
This guy needs to get some credit too. You know?
the kid is like 30 years younger, but easily 30 centimeters taller. This is just fucking great. But Katt Williams, funny guy. It was also interesting that he kind of like lost his mind a little bit and started making the talk show circuit, just talking shit on everybody like we do.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, I had a whole intro for this episode and everything too.
Did you? Oh,
yeah, it was like, what up, Rich? How you doing? Looking forward to talking about some of our close friends and exposing secrets of our family members. For more, make sure to like and subscribe the video.
I think it was supposed to be more like, my bad, hon.
Yeah.
I talk shit. Sorry.
Yeah,
Love you.
So I'll probably do some like on today's episode and then put that and then
yeah, like edit that in the beginning so it's like the first thing.
Yeah. You know, like on today's episode. Yeah, like a good edit actually. So by and by, one of the guys that I do some content creation stuff with, one of his buddies, full-time career is editing a woodworker's YouTube channel.
Really?
His full-time job, like his 9 to 5, 40 hours give or take a week, does whatever whenever. Full-time is YouTube editing for a woodworker's channel.
That's wild.
And this motherfucker's got like no clue about carpentry or any of that shit. He just knows how to do stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't have to know the trade. He's just editing the videos.
Yeah.
I mean, he just has to be able to read when the guy's stumbling, when fucking something isn't right. You know.
It's just cutting footage together. You know. Yeah.
Piece out. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
But it overlays and stuff too. That's a huge part of it. This guy knows what's up. We did a little bit of work together on a project, and he made a video, and he was like, "Yeah, it literally took me 5 minutes, all in all, from beginning to end, to like do all the editing you see in the video, and it's easily the number one highest production quality content we have on that channel."
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it was just like on a lark, that because he's a friend of a friend kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
I hit my boy up. I was like, "Yo, dude, we gotta talk to this guy about, you know, doing some stuff for us." It's already on the docket. It's just we're not quite there on that like channel for needing it. Yeah,
like a per episode fee type thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe one day we'll be there.
I mean, not for nothing, but you know, there's a guy that I watch his DIY videos a lot. Home Reno Vision. The guy's out of Canada. Does a lot of work in the U.S. too, though. But I mean, he does have home improvement, general contractor business. He does do that, but the majority of what he does nowadays is the YouTube. You know.
Yeah.
And so he does. You know, he's working on his own house. He does customer houses and stuff like that, and you know, he's got a camera guy and he's got an apprentice and blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, dude's probably killing it making videos while also doing the job. You know.
Well, that's like a whole aspect to it. Is you can. One of my favorite things to do late at night for some reason, maybe it's because I'm an absolute monster inside as a human being. I love watching these like zit popping videos, like Dr. Pimple Popper and shit. Bro, yeah. I don't know why I love this so fucking much. Dude, it does something. It puts me in a trance. So there's a bunch of places in Vietnam that do this, right? You go to a spa or whatever, and like they do zit popping, like they blackhead removal or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they got it, like their cell phones out and they're zoomed right the fuck in, and they're putting it up to all the creepy people like me on the internet that absolutely just consume the shit out of it. And now they are making probably as much off of like the YouTube monetization model as they are off of their incredibly cheap services. Like, I watch this guy who goes and gets this YouTuber I follow. He gets shaved in every country he goes to. He gets a fresh, clean, straight razor shave every country he goes to. He was in India. I think he said he paid like 40 cents, and the video had 356,000 views on it. This motherfucker. That's okay. Let's say that's $5 per every 1,000 views. This guy made well over $1,000 on something that cost him 40 cents plus a videographer. Okay, cool. The way the video was shot, somebody else was holding the camera the whole time.
Right.
Cool. So you paid some local Indian dude $5.
Maybe,
right, and you like above and beyond because you want to trust this guy holding your fucking $5,000 Sony camera.
You want $5. The guy you want to trust holding
and
the
phone.
And
then you hire another guy for $5 or $10, right? You hire a security dude that's a guide. All right, cool. So for $20, you just made well over $1,000 on 15 minutes on your trip in India. And it's just like, holy shit.
Yeah, just on the shave from your trip to India.
Yeah, like there's a whole model, and it's funny.
I'm sure that guy also probably posted up a couple of videos like, after that shave, I mean, he probably went and got some food.
Oh, absolutely. And the next one's
like, restaurant.
Yeah, 100%. And since you paid the videographer, they're just recording all day long. And then you send it off to somebody else. You send them 500 gigabytes of video, and you say, cut this into the normal way that we operate on our channel. Give me 20-minute videos of like the segment, like find the parts where I'm doing the thing, cut those into videos, do the overlays. You get your per video basis, or it's all deliverables. So like for every video you give me that's over 10 minutes long, I'll give you $5 per minute, some shit like that. Like you work out a contract. And that's 100%. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
And what's funny is, as a guy, these are things we have to think about. Whereas if I was just a hot broad, I'd just show my puss to everybody.
Yeah, or something, anything. And
here's my P.O. box. Send it to me, and I'll stick it myself for $500.
Yeah.
You want to see a Hot Wheels car in my butt? Cool.
Oh, dude, I guarantee it. And it was
like, the only reason I said Hot Wheels is because I was watching a Vice documentary on Hot Wheels cars earlier.
All right, yeah, that's probably a weird plug, but at the same time, it's probably also
what about a weird
definitely
plug?
Out there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, it's a double entendre. So I guarantee if you Googled it right now, fucking Google it right now. Hot Wheels car.
I am not doing that. I
guarantee it comes up.
I guarantee it does too, and that's why I'm not doing it because I don't.
That's right. Because there's gonna be like a lot of them. Yeah. Because
I already know for a fact this happened.
Like
I saw
so many
Jackass
results.
like way back in the day. I want to say it was Jackass or Wild Boys, something like that. One of them dudes took a Hot Wheels car, put it in a condom, lubed it up, stuck it in his ass, and went in for an X-ray. And they like record the whole thing, and it's just like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, I was hanging out at the frat house with the boys, and I got too drunk and I passed out, and I woke up, my ass hurts, and like that was a whole thing. I have already seen the documentary on this, Richie.
Yeah, so there you go.
And, and he got paid. It was in theaters. Like that was on MTV. Like. People have been making money of sticking cars up their butt for decades at this point.
I mean, Richard Gere stuffed that gerbil up his ass.
I don't know if that was real. I do not know if that was just because South Park said it,
Give it a googs.
I don't want to know.
Give it a googs, man.
Give it a googs. So I was talking with Marky, actually. He was... say me and you should start roasting people. Just call random people, or we get a phone number from somebody who wants us to do it.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
we could probably rip some shit up.
Yeah, he sent me a video of this guy. What is it? John Breaks Bad News, and it's this guy named John, and he calls somebody. So like he gets like a letter, an email or something. Let's say from Billy. And Billy wants to tell Roy that he's a piece of shit and he's the worst neighbor and to keep the leaves off his goddamn lawn. So John Breaks Bad News calls him up and he's like, hey, Billy, this is John. Okay, who are you? And he's like, oh, I'm John from John Brings Bad News. Roy says you're an absolute piece of shit. You need to keep the leaves off his fucking lawn. And it's like, and that's his whole thing. And he makes like $25 to do it, apparently. It's like, it's a service. Like, it's almost crank yankers, but people are paying for it.
I mean, we'll do the first one for free. You know what I mean?
I think it's a hard model. I think it's going to be a bit difficult, but we can make this happen.
Oh, I think, hey, man, it's not like it's going to be the next big thing, but if you get a random message that says, hey, you guys need to call this person, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Right, if we can incorporate this somehow, yeah.
Like, subscribe, comment below, send a message. We'll do it. We'll talk to them. We'll say some shit.
It's going to be interesting because we do this right now over the phone. Like, I got a microphone literally between me and my phone, and I'm just calling up my cousin. So, like, we'd have to figure out a three-way call or something, or I call you through my computer, and we have the output on the phone. We can work something. We can figure out something.
Yeah, it's where there's a will, there's a way. This is
absolutely. I'm just not doing the banana audio thing. Anybody who knows, fuck a banana audio. Like, god damn. It's an insider thing. Yeah.
So what else got going on over there at the other channel? Anything good coming up?
So we got our show tonight, Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Cardboard Odysseys does our weekly show, Cardboard Conversations. You know, there was a pre-release for the new set. So Matt went last night to his local gaming store. He's got a whole bunch of them around his area. He lives in an actual city, like, you know. So he won the entire thing. He just posted his results in our group chat.
Excellent.
I think he said he was the top out of 36. Like, he's very good at Magic. Just the way he thinks. He's very good at, like, seeing lines of functionality in certain ways that other people don't. It's probably from his, like, career as a coder or some shit.
It's that, yeah.
Yeah, right. I opened up some Magic cards. I recorded some shorts doing that.
Nice. Anything good?
I mean, yeah, actually. I don't know if it quite paid for itself, but it was fun. The new set, Tarkir Dragonstorm, it's probably the most, like, to the roots of Magic of a set that they've done at least this entire year, probably in quite a while. And it's very impressive. All the cards that they put in it, the treatments that they chose, it's all actual Magic cards. They don't have, like, Rick from The Walking Dead or SpongeBob. Dude, literally, SpongeBob, Gandalf, Captain America, and Deadpool are all actual Magic cards now.
Get out of here.
I'm not fucking kidding. On April 1st, on April Fool's Day, Wizards of the Coast, they have a way. They're called Secret Lairs. They have a website, and they sell direct to the public.
Oh, nice.
They've been doing it for a little while, and it's
Did you get in on it?
Well, I thought it was a fucking joke because it was April Fool's Day, and this is like a whole thing, right? YouTubers and, you know, the community at large, a bunch of people are weebs and shit, and they love doing jokes about April Fools. You know, they make up all sorts of stuff. It's like a whole thing for Magic. The company has even put out, like, fake cards before. So I thought it was a joke, and it wasn't. And so I definitely missed out on an opportunity, but I wasn't going to really partake in it anyways. I had opportunity to buy some of the SpongeBob ones, but I don't like SpongeBob. So it would have just been buying them, hope they go up in price, and then reselling them.
How much were they?
I want to say $40 or $50 each.
That's the secondhand retailer, or is that was direct?
No, direct from this Wizards of the Coast, the creators.
You're talking a couple $100 worth of cards.
Well, and that's the thing is like, I mean, it's worked before. I've only ever bought Secret Lairs one time when they did the Marvel crossover. It was Storm, Wolverine, Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Panther. I bought one of each of them. And except for one, all of them have gone notably up in price. By and by, I'm probably up 60, 75%.
Oh, nice. Not bad.
Well,
and when was that?
A couple months ago. Not even a year.
That's not too.
No, but it's just... Then I'd have to resell them, and reseller fees are bullshit. It's 13% off the top, and then whatever your shipping is. So, like, I'm not going to end up making all that much money off it. I mean, maybe $80. All said and done, maybe $80, and it's just not worth the fucking hassle.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you just kind of you bought it to have it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's holding up money that could be doing work. Yeah. Like right now, if instead of, let's see, I bought 4 of those, that was $220. Let's say that $220 that could buy me 10 shares of Pfizer right now. I mean, the market is on fire. Yeah, and I mean that literally everything is burning. Sales. Like it is a fire right sale. Now. It is phenomenal. I got notifications all goddamn night over the whole week of like BP's at the lowest it's ever been in. SPY is now cheaper than ever. Like, oh, you want to get in on this? I got you. It's fucking awesome. And don't get me wrong, like it sucks logging in and seeing losses in all of my accounts. But it's also great because I know how much more time I have in the market. And come another 5, 6, 8 years from now, it's just going to be like, holy shit, how do you have this much in your accounts now?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'll see the performance on the other side. It's all long term. You know what I mean? Like, and, you know, I don't get me wrong. We tried to play a little bit of a day trading crap, and, you know, it's fun to make some quick sales here and there. But for the most part, you know, I've got my crypto, I've got my stupid little shit, and then I've got the portfolio that I don't even bother looking at it.
It's just Yasprit. He's fucking got it. ABB, always be buying.
Always be buying. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what that number is right there because I'm only, you know, I'm young. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I talk to people at work, like older gentleman. You know, he's looking to retire, if you will, in the next few years. But he's all worried about it because he's got, you know, the market's on fire right now, and that's not good for somebody like him. That's great for somebody like me.
Like that's one of the reasons I want to talk to my dad, because he's probably crapping his pants.
He's probably miserable right now.
Because of the ill-controlled diabetes, but because of the market.
Yeah, right. And the fact that he hates Trump, so like that's good. You know, so all of that things. It's just you don't want to talk to that guy. But yeah, it's all long-term hold. So it's like, don't buy it. Buy.
Yep.
If you've got the money, buy. You know, that's why we're not financial advisors. You know, we're not telling you what to do. I've done my fair share of fucking up. I've done my fair share of winning. So whatever, you do whatever you want to do. But what I'm saying right now, what I'm looking at is I'm buying.
It's funny because the image I chose for this recording, I'm trying to change it up for every time we do this. Yours is a shark in a business suit in an office building holding a stack of papers, waving them in your face.
God damn it. That's amazing.
Mine is a corgi wearing sweatpants and a hoodie, drinking a coffee in his kitchen, sitting in front of a laptop with his feet up.
I mean, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I know. I'm really good at this now.
So yes, buy. It's on fire.
Buy. And I'm just sitting there just like, I am. Click.
Oh, son of a bitch. That's a good one. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I mean, it's all investments, just like the video games, you know. But my wife gives me shit all the time about a number of things, but she really has not really not on board with my retro video game collecting.
Well, I mean,
and
you
it's
don't
mostly just
say
because
a woman who doesn't play video games and she doesn't want like old shit around her house. I mean, the kids have enough stuff. Like, now she's like, my husband's got toys too. God damn it!
And I have gone a little crazy with it. So it's like whatever. But and she, so I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like this game, like I've got some pretty expensive games too. So it's like, so well, how much was this? It's like, well, it was this. I got a great deal on it. It's worth this, and it's only going to go up. You know, we just explaining it through, like you're talking about the Magic cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that like I'm not selling it. So she's like, well, how much is it worth if you don't sell it? And I'm like, well, it's
unrealized gain, so nothing. It's a loss.
Nothing. Yeah. It's a loss. You know what I mean? And she's like, yeah, exactly. She's like, so you're sitting here collecting all this crap because of how much it's worth. She's like, but you have no intention of selling it, so who gives a shit what it's worth? And I'm like,
I have the same conversation with another friend of mine, wink, wink, and it's like, well, you spent all this money on this stuff. Like, you have Magic cards. You've got tens of thousands of dollars of sealed Magic cards, right? To the point where you have to think about the shelving that you're going to buy to store these. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, man, I absolutely love it. It's great, isn't it? And he's, you know, stroking his own dick while we're on the, you know, chatting about it. And it's like, yeah, it's fucking great. Absolutely love it. It's like, yeah, but what are you going to do with it? He's like, I mean, you know, nothing. It's like, okay, so all you've done is spend money on something to look at.
It's a showboat, you know. At least the games, like I don't think I have any sealed games because I play them. And
Right,
so,
yeah,
but like, you know, but I want it complete in box. I want the inserts. So, you know, I want NHL '94 with all the cards. You know, that's like, you know, some people have NHL '94. I've got NHL '94 with the cards. So,
I mean,
you know,
to that effect, though, pretty much any time we get talking, I go on eBay and I look at some games from my childhood. Yeah. And I don't know if I would want Super Mario Brothers 3 without that, like, golden yellow box. And honestly, I don't even really care if it has the cartridge. Just the box alone.
Yeah, just the box alone is nice. I mean, if you stumble across a box with, you know, inserts or whatever, I have an extra copy of the game you can just fucking have. So there's always that. But yeah, Super Mario 3, man, again, it's a classic. That's a nostalgic how I would play it. You know, and
like, I don't have a Nintendo, and I mean, I'm sitting in front of an OLED TV and like a DisplayPort monitor. Like I don't know if I could actually play a Nintendo. Like, I'd have to get some, like, crazy aftermarket stuff that's, like, those 3 analog connectors to HDMI? The fuck?
So, I think I sent you a picture of my little switch box there, but that's what I have is, and I got to buy the one with the 2 outputs. That's going to make more sense for the CRT. But that's what I have. It's because and I actually need more because I have more consoles than I have ports on the thing, but it's an 8-position switch box, and they're all hooked in with the 3, you know, the red, white, yellow, and got one output running to the TV, and I've got 8 consoles with their 3 plugs. The Genesis only has 2, and they're all plugged in. Huh. And so I just hit the button. It's like, oh, like right now, if I want to go and I want to play, you know, Super Nintendo, I just go and hit the Super Nintendo.
He's like, and that's how I play Super Nintendo.
You know, I want to go play N64. Just go hit the button labeled N64. Sorry, guys, I dropped you. But and then it's funny too because like I have all the coaxials. So like, you know, the old Nintendo, Sega, you know, Saturn, even PlayStation, all that crap. Like the old, you know, Channel 3 method. You know what I mean? And so I have a whole bunch of those too. So I have those all piggyback together. So behind the TV, you know, it's nice and neat. But I have like 6 of the coaxials hooked in. So in case I don't have enough, like the Saturn. If I want to take the Saturn off of the 3-prong, I could just use Channel 3, and I could make room for another console type thing. So I guess she might be right. I mean, maybe it's a little excessive, but it's fun. And I do play them, and they're nostalgic, man. I can't keep up with these new games these kids play.
Yeah, I mean, I play pretty much the newest shit as soon as I can.
Yes, yeah. I don't have time to get into it like that.
I got that Xbox Game Pass, so it's kind of like Netflix for gaming. You pay a monthly fee. I think it's like $15 a month, and you just get access to a giant library, and a lot of brand new like AAA releases come out day one, and it's just, okay, you get it for free now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is underrated. There has been a long running thing that Game Pass is like the best buy when it comes to gaming right now, and it has been for years.
I can't say that I've heard. Of course, again, I'm more into the retro stuff.
And Nintendo loves to fuck people.
Well, this is true. Well, yeah. Speaking of Nintendo fucking people, you see the Nintendo Switch too.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to have to get one of these things at some point. But it's like it's going to release. It's going to release at $450. And then I was reading something, and don't get me wrong. I mean, the Mario Kart game looks dope as hell. Mario Party and all that shit. Like, it looks dope as hell. Like, you can scan like you into Mario Party and like you play as. That's pretty cool. But it's like you have to buy the game. And then you have to pay for an online service per game to use it. And I think the number was like $110 to play Mario Kart. And it's like, so $450 for the system, $110 for the game, plus tax, obviously. You know what I mean? So you're talking $600 to play Mario Kart.
You can get a bundle, though, Rich. So it's $450 for the console solo, right?
Yeah, I haven't even looked into it. Yeah,
it can be $499.99, and you get the console and Mario Kart. So you'll save $30 because it's $80 for the games. That's the new thing. Nintendo is setting the bar. It is now $80 for a brand new game.
Yeah, eat a dick. You want to compete?
I'm watching a woodpecker out my window. No shit.
Amazing. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But then you think about it, it's like, and I look at these ads from like the mid '90s and shit like that. For I was looking at one the other day.
Real. Like, I think that might be like fake internet shit.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know that Super Mario 64 in 1996 was $39.96 plus tax at KB Toys. That's what I know. You know what I mean? And now I have the was it Player's Choice or whatever the hell it is? Like the million sold, like whatever. So that's the one that I have because I bought mine in whenever it was in 96 or 97, I think I bought it. And but in 96 it was $39.96. And I don't know, so maybe there was Genesis and Super Nintendo games that were $40, $50, $60, shit like that, but I don't remember paying $60 for an N64 game in the mid to late 90s. So I don't know how true they are, but $40 back in 96, 97, I mean, that comes out to like $65, $70 today.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I understand it. I do. Sony, they pushed it to 70. They were in the last year and a half, something like that. They pushed it to 70. And their games are still, they follow the same model as Nintendo. Most Asian media companies do always have a very high premium for their games. Like Ghost of Tsushima, great example. That game on PC, it's been out on the computer for over a year. It was on PlayStation 5 for a year before that. It's now over 2 years old. It's still $60 fucking dollars.
$60, that's wild. Although, as you mentioned, I am remembering buying Resident Evil 2 down in Florida on vacation. The guy looked at me sideways because I was obviously a kid buying a game that I wasn't supposed to be buying, and he sold it to me because, obviously I was a tourist. But that was $59.99 on PlayStation 1. So yeah, $60. That was when the hell did that come out? 98.
Well, and I think one of the points to this though is how game manufacturers and console manufacturers make their money. Most consoles are sold at a loss. So, like, if you buy a PlayStation 5, they lost money selling it to you at $500. Straight up. Same thing with Xboxes. They lose money. I think Xboxes, the Xbox Series X, the fanciest one now, it's about $250 that the company loses selling one. So they need to sell over $250 worth of games to you. So Xbox Game Pass, $15 a month. It's going to take 2 years.
98. Yep.
So
exactly.
It's going to take 2 years of having just Xbox Game Pass for them to make their money back. So that's why Xbox has lost this generation of console. PlayStation 5 kills it. Their games cost $70 and their console's $500. They're making all their fucking money back.
Making all of it. Yeah. Making all of it and then some.
Yeah. So I think that's one of the reasons why Nintendo still does as well as it does, because their games are still very expensive. I mean, if you want to buy a 20-year-old game on the Switch marketplace, it's still going to be like $40 fucking dollars. If you want to buy Super Mario Brothers 3 on the Switch right now, it's probably $40.
Oh, you know what's cool is I bought a package of stuff from a buddy of mine. I say I bought it. He wanted to just give it to me. I couldn't take the stuff for free. But he had a bin full of games. He had some Super Nintendo stuff, nothing fancy. Some PlayStation games. He had a Nintendo Wii and shit like that. And so I finally got around to hooking the Wii up in my stepson's room, and it's got Super Mario World and a whole bunch of Nintendo games. And it was, I guess you could download these games on the Nintendo Wii Shop or whatever it was back in the day, and so they're on the hard drive of the console. I need to get a retro controller so you can play them, because you can't play with the Wii controllers. And it's got a whole bunch of like Super Nintendo, and he's got some PlayStation games and shit downloaded on there too. It's pretty cool. There's like a whole library of games that are installed on the hard drive. It's pretty cool. It's like you were saying, like playing Super Mario 3 or whatever. Like when I went on there, I was like, oh, like you have Super Mario World from Super Nintendo on here. That's dope as fuck. The game was fun as hell. Yeah,
dude. Like, technology has changed so much, and physical media isn't even a thing nowadays. I was just watching documentary on MP3, like the format, and MP3 CDs, and that was like the huge shift. That was the last time that anybody cared about having physical media, because it was just a holdover, and then everybody got iPods and through the internet. I don't know if I've bought a physical game in years and years and years.
Well, so that's exactly, and pretty soon there's not going to be any physical games. I think, pretty sure. I don't know, man. I guess I could Google it. I have 2 phones, so I guess I could just Google it. But I'm pretty sure that if you want to buy, like we were talking about the Switch 2 and Mario Kart, I'm pretty sure if you want to buy the game, it's whatever price. And if you want to buy the game with a case and a blank cartridge just to have it, then it's like however much more. And then it's like, what are those dogs doing? I think they found a mole. Yeah, they found a mole. That's awesome. Don't eat it, Rosie. But and then so you have to pay the online fee and everything to play the game. But if you want to have like an actual like something to hold to show for what you got, it's more. But it doesn't really matter because it's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah.
What do you?
And I've had some games before I've seen where you don't get a disc. You just get like a digital code for it. It just comes on like a gift card looking thing stuffed inside of an Xbox game case.
Right. That's it's exactly what it's going to end up being. It's just a game case with a code, and then the cartridge that's in it it doesn't.
So, funny thing, because I do pretty much everything on my computer now. I have this website I go to, kingwin.net, I think. All they do is they sell codes. That's their entire business model. So, how it usually works out, like you buy a brand new graphics card, and it comes with a code that's like, hey, you bought this graphics card, now you get a free copy of Tomb Raider, right?
Yeah.
Most people don't ever redeem those. A lot of times you buy a brand new computer and it comes with a copy of Windows, all sorts of shit like that. So the computer manufacturer, they're given 100,000 codes. If they only sell 75,000 computers, they have 25,000 extra copies of Windows. So they just sell those codes at a reduced price on the internet.
Right.
So this is just like a site that brings all of those things together. So whenever I find a game I want, I just look at that site and I usually save between like 20 and 98%.
That's dope.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's good business.
Yeah, well, Matt turned me on to it. I think when I was building this PC, he was like, hey, just use this website to buy a code for Windows. I was like, oh, they were going to sell me one in the store for like $120. He's like, yeah, you can just buy one for like $12.
No shit, that's what you did.
Yeah, it's exactly what I did.
No, it was actually 17, but still.
No, it was like 11.38 or some wild shit.
Awesome.
Yeah, because it's like countries all over the world can take part in this. So you have to be very cognizant of what you're buying and where it's allowed to be used. Because you'll have stuff that's like, this is only for use in the Asian continent because of where it accesses servers. Just like the code base is different.
Yeah.
Like region lock stuff. And then you can get certain accounts. Like you can just buy straight a person's account in video games too. Like what your dad did when we were in fucking high school. Selling World of Warcraft accounts to idiots on the internet.
Oh, dude. So that's like a whole thing too. And it's funny because like that dude's obsessed with fucking World of Warcraft. Like remember when he went to jail and he paid for everything for the whole year ahead of time? It was like, I can't miss a goddamn thing.
Lose these. Yeah. He had
it was like Jesus Christ.
An RFID. He had like a physical thing that sent out a radio wave to his computer to unlock it.
Yeah.
It was just like he had a key fob for his World of Warcraft account.
Yeah. Yeah, he still does. It's like, this guy's wild with it. But he's got so many fucking characters that are totally maxed out. And like, great. And he's like, oh, you know, with people all over the fucking world going on raids and doing all this crazy shit. Like, he plays every day. He's played every day. He's been retired for 20-something years. He's played every day for 20 fucking years. And it's like, dude. And he's like, oh, somebody's got to carry this on when I'm gone. It's like, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you know what that fucking, like we were talking about with the digital media and, you know, it being an asset. And what do you do with that when somebody passes? Like, this dude's going to have one of those accounts in World of fucking Warcraft, which is never going away. That's going to be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's worth some money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's almost what there's a movie called Ready Player One. It's based on a young adult novel. And it's kind of like the same thing. Is this guy creates a virtual reality world, and it's like the metaverse, right? And he dies, but he has like this whole series of tests and puzzles and scavenger hunt kind of shit. And whoever solves it is the truest gamer of them all, and they get to inherit the entirety of the virtual reality and like billions of fucking dollars.
It's wild.
And I mean, as far as like, if your pop were to die, you could just log in with all his shit. If he just like leaves you all the key code information, like this is my email address, this is how you log in. I mean, that's how scammers do stuff.
Well, that's pretty much exactly what he's gonna do. Is that when he gets old, and he's gonna keep playing this shit forever. But when he gets old, it's like, well, this is yours now. And like, I don't know anything about World of Warcraft.
No,
I've never
you're
played
just
this.
gonna have to figure out how to sell it on the internet.
I don't know if I want to sell it on the internet. That's what I'm saying. Like, really, just hold on to it. And let the kids decide when I'm gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because that is the rarest of like cases, and it's exactly the topic of discussion because that franchise can realistically continue just going for decades more. The way that their model works, and they've started like rebooting their game, so they have like original versions that you can go back and start playing. They can remaster it, do a giant engine overhaul. There are certainly years and years more content that they can put out for it. So it is not inconceivable to think that 50 years from now, those accounts could be quite worthwhile. Similarly, I do a lot of beta testing for video games, and I do early access stuff. So I played Fortnite before it came out to the general public. I've had at least 10 different people message me through Xbox, and I don't play. I have not played Fortnite in years and years, like since it came out pretty much. I've had people message me all the time, like every couple of months when I log into my Xbox, there's messages that people want to buy my Fortnite account because of how old it is.
Dude, legit though.
Yeah, I've looked at a website to like see the value of it. Like, my Fortnite account was $150 when I looked at it, like, a year ago.
He's like, this is a game I played for just a minute.
Well, the original version of it that I beta tested that was a base building game. So, like, all the building and stuff that you do in Fortnite, it had all of that. That was the basis of it. And it was, you build traps and stuff, and there are waves of zombies or some shit that came after you. I think it was aliens or zombies. And then you'd get like a bunch of stuff. They would drop materials, and you'd have time to go out and like break down the area around you and build more of your base. And then nighttime comes, and it was like a single player wave kind of thing.
Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not what like got super popular. They ended up doing the battle royale mode, and everybody just like came in their pants over it. So I mean, cool. It's part of the fun of like playing video games, and you know what beta testing is about.
And that's, I mean, the Switch has been on for a while, where you know games are all online anyway. You know, everybody that you're playing with is, you know, not even necessarily in your same freaking state. So,
oh yeah,
like yeah, the battle royale thing, like oh, we're just gonna play with everybody around the world. You know what I mean? It's like, and then you get to say, oh hey, let's build a fort together, and they're like, great idea, but first I'm gonna blow your fucking head off. And it's like, all right, well that's cool, man, because like we were gonna like play nice. He's like, yeah, we're gonna play nice, but first I'm gonna kick your ass. So like, yeah, of course, battle royale, man.
I mean, they're
modern warfare. You know what I mean? Like Call of Duty. Like nobody gives a fuck about the campaign. Let's go online, play multiplayer. How many kills and deaths did you got? What's your ratio, brother? That's all I gave a shit about.
Because there's a bunch of games that are like that in the survival building like genre. There's lots of games where single player is really fun. There's this game called Ark. Great example. It's you wake up in this fantasy land and it's full of dinosaurs, right? Imagine you go back 500 million years ago. That's pretty much what it is. And it's like a survival building game. Super fun. You can play co-op. So if you've got a couple of friends, you can invite them and you can have a good time. Maybe it gets a little bit, you know, a little bit of friction comes up when you play with friends, right? But then you go online and it's a server with like 150 people and everybody is griefing all the time. You spawn instantly, you're murdered. Like there's an entire army of T-Rexes behind a like 50-foot iron gate, and you can never interact with anybody, and you just get murdered every second you're alive. Yeah, it definitely, the online stuff of video games is a whole different aspect to gaming that, for the most part, is hard to enjoy.
Yeah, right.
I mean, because of the gaming channel, I've definitely gotten to play multiplayer games with a lot more people than ever before. But in those survival games, where it's like, oh, hey, I know this person and we are going to just build this house together. Like, we're going to go on this journey and defeat the Lich King or whatever. You are able to have those experiences nowadays, but it's harder and easier to find those people. It's easier to find trolls, and that makes it harder to find the good people, but there are more good people than ever.
Right. Oh, it's gone. This Dragon Ball Z game that this kid was talking about. He's like, if it's still there on payday, I'm buying it. I'm like, it's not gonna be, dude. Somebody's gonna buy that shit.
Dragon Balls.
Oh, I don't know. I never got into it.
I did. I always enjoyed Dragon Ball. Well, the original one, Dragon Ball, I didn't like much. Dragon Ball Z, I watched all of. And they've got some other ones that were less entertaining.
It was never for me.
Yeah, I feel that. But I mean, I watch a lot of anime.
Well, that's it. It's like I never watched any anime, so it's like, all the stuff with Dragon Ball Z. What else is there? Dude was talking about something else, but it's like it's all anime stuff. Yeah, I'm like, that's super cool. But at the same time,
was probably something from that time frame.
I was never really into it. Like even Pokemon. Like Pokemon's about as anime as I got, and I don't know if I wouldn't consider that anime. It's animated cartoon. I would consider it more of a cartoon.
Exactly, which is weird to like be such a snob about it. But I'm in that same boat. Like I consume enough media that I think I can tell the difference between like animated material, a cartoon, and anime.
Yeah, exactly. And that's as far as I got with it. But I mean, whatever. To each his own. I'm not. My daughter likes anime. She's all about Asian stuff. She made me take her to Walmart last night and get snacks. So of course, beelined it right for the seaweed. It's like, all right, whatever. But it just wasn't my cup of tea. I don't know anything about it. Never cared to.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I see, and that's the thing. Like, and this, so like certain people, like, I was playing Zelda. People were playing, Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, all right, that's fine, whatever. I just went a different direction with it. I'm more of the adventure. Like, it was I saw earlier. It was like dried up, shriveled face, and it was like working for 30 minutes, and then it was like, glorious gleaming face, like grinding 8 hours, in a game for a slightly better helmet.
Yeah.
It was like, that's accurate as hell.
Oh yeah, and I play a lot of city builders, like management games. For some reason, I find them really relaxing. Unlike my corporate life, in this area, I actually have control.
Good call.
But I have been playing this one game way too much, and it's how a lot of city builders work is you play for a while, and then everything goes to shit, and you have to start all over. Like, you literally delete and start all over. So it's like, oh, cool. I just spent like 20 hours playing on this file, and now everybody is literally being cooked alive because it's so hot inside of my colony in space. Like, oh, well, there's no coming back from this. Delete. Yeah, it was... Shit happens, bro.
Yeah, dude, I mean, that's... It's not like, oh, no, I didn't mean for that to happen.
I discovered oil on one save file, right? I was digging a giant ladder down, and I found this giant pool of oil. And the dude who was digging the hole fell in. And Excellent. It's 185-degree crude oil. So he fucking died. So the next guy's like, oh no, Jimmy just died. I gotta go get his body. So what's he do? Jump into the boiling crude. So the next guy's like, oh no, he just died. Everybody just went one after the next.
What the fuck?
As I'm just like in the kitchen, like, cutting broccoli or something, I hear like the alert noises from my computer going off. So I like rinse off my hands. I come in, every single person's dead, and there's just a pile of 21 corpses as the bottom of a ladder.
And you're like,
this is the tar pits. This is what happened in San Francisco. This is La Brea, bitch.
Damn. These programmers are good.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's one of the hardest games I've ever played, and that's probably why I keep coming back to it. I'm not a sycophant for like those Demon Souls and Dark Souls games. Those are hard for no good reason. This is just systems built on systems built on systems, and it all makes sense. It's just chain fall of bad stuff happens. It's like the American economy right now.
Yeah, right.
Who would have thought if you just told every country in the world, hey, we're going to put a tariff on your goods? Yeah, shit goes wild. I mean, we put
Yeah,
a
a little
10% tariff on an island nation that has 0 inhabitants.
Yeah, right.
I want to say it was the the Marshall Islands. Nobody lives there. Like, they're uninhabited. 10% tariff. This is hilarious. Like, I'm so down for this. Like, this is just insanity. Like,
It's pretty fun.
well, and again, back to our point, like, things you have control over, things you don't have control over. I don't have control over the crazy shit that I get off of the
zero
news.
control over this
But
one.
when I open up my investment apps and I open up my bank account, I can see those things and I have control over those things. And I can take stuff out of my bank account and I can just buy all this stuff that's cheap for no good fucking reason right now.
Yeah, which is fine by me.
And it's
again,
like, oh,
said,
okay,
zero control.
cool. And it's like, I can't control what the market's doing. No, of course not. But I can anticipate that after this, like, market recession, there will be a market correction, and all of
there always is.
Right. Like, that's how this shit works.
Precisely how it works. Now, the question is, Pat, there's 2 active offers, and there's 2 days and 10 hours left.
Ooh.
Now, do I just, and the starting bid is relatively low on this game, do I just say fuck these 2 guys on their active offer and place the lowest bid?
What's the game?
Oh, Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. It said player's choice, but it is not the player's choice. It is, in fact, the black label. So I think that's why there's 2 active offers, because this person has it posted incorrectly. And it is complete with manual inserts. Pretty good shape.
Is it for the Wii or something?
GameCube.
Okay.
I'm a GameCube guy, dude. I love my GameCube.
Hey, they're great.
They're great. A solid system. Yeah, I probably should just place the bid, right? And say,
I mean, sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes you just got to put it out there, you know? I think I got anything on eBay I've been
let's see
looking
what we
at.
got here.
I do scroll around. They got those, like, suggested stuff, like, keep shopping for, which, honestly, none of this stuff I should be buying.
Oh, sorry, guys. Your offers no longer matter.
I mean, I don't need an N64.
It's pretty good. I mean, even if the bidding goes crazy, and I'm like, yeah, that's too much. I'm not going to pay that. It's worth it just to cause problems.
What I should buy, right? Oh, check this out. I should buy an electric snowblower.
No, you shouldn't. My dad decided to buy one of those things, and he said it was the worst decision he's made.
Oh? Why?
But you do you. I think he's just, it's just my dad. That's all.
I mean,
I think he probably, he's got a lot of time on his hands, but I think he probably just expected it to handle more than it can. You know, so it doesn't, and he's like, oh, this thing sucks.
yeah, see, I don't have much of a driveway. I don't know if you've ever been to my apartment before up here.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, I'm going to stand up for a second. Let's see, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My driveway is maybe 6 Honda Civics long. Right.
Okay.
And it is maybe 5 feet from my door to my car door. So, like, I don't have much I need to do. And realistically, they plow my driveway, but I just want to clean around my car. And if they don't plow by the time I, like, need to go fucking somewhere, to be able to do that. So, like, an extension cord, electric snowblower, like, that's all I need. Yeah, that'd be fine. Buy that over the next couple of months.
Yeah, prepare ahead of time.
Oh, and I gotta get back to that fucking realtor. Somebody responded to me. I sent an email about one of those properties.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Yeah. I think it was the listed price was 16,000, and it was like 4.6 acres, something like that, four and change, and it's like 20 minutes away from my house, like 20 minutes away from my apartment where I live now, and I know the area. It's freaking sweet, and it's got road access. And honestly, I just want like a place where I can go camp and build like a little cabin in the woods kind of thing.
Yeah, dope.
And for that price, I mean, that's freaking cheap.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking cheap.
Yeah, and it's in, this area, so it's not like it's super populated, but it's becoming more urban than ever. Like, people are building houses, not taking them down.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, and there's an apartment building behind me and another apartment building like kitty corner. So like it's at the point where we need more houses, not less. So like land's going, they don't make more land. So like it. Yeah,
no, they're never going to make more land.
Yeah,
so.
not in any realistic capacity, So it's definitely long term also a very good investment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I think that's something I need to look more and more into. And I mean, I'm just really bad at thinking about how large a piece of property is. Like, for my purposes, I think 1 acre is probably more than enough. Like, just to be able to have like a little place I can go build on. But I mean, not build a house or anything, but a little shack in the woods. Buy.
Yeah, but
buy something from like Tractor Supply, like the $2,000 like little shed thing, turn it into a cabin in the woods kind of place.
Well,
put up some picnic tables, a place where you guys can come up, get away for the weekend. Like we can go camping, like have an outdoorsy place, like like most fucking Vermonters and Mainers and shit, like have a cabin. That
4 to 5 acres realistically is. I mean, it's probably, if you think about like my mom's house, when you pull in, not going up to the big garage and up in the backfield, but if you were to go from the road to like just past the first cow pond, that's like 5 acres. That's 4 to 5 acres. Their mowable yard is like 4 acres.
Yeah, that is more than enough. I mean,
yeah.
A place to put up a chicken coop, some people to have parking, a camp out area, like a general millabout area, place to slowly clear out some woods, stack firewood, shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's great. Maybe do like a little bit of farming out there, you know what I mean? A little bit of farming.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you'd have definitely plenty of room to even, you'd have room for activities. You'd even have to probably think about getting an ATV.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a little trailer for my Honda Civic.
Yeah, a little roof rack action.
Dude, I spent way too much time being Marky Mark's friend not to think about a roof rack.
Oh, for sure. No, I put a roof rack on everything, dude. It's a necessity. You get the roof rack up on the minivan with the kayak racks, just in case. You never know. Got the trailer hitched in case I want to pull the boat with the van. Not the truck, not the Toyota.
And I mean, for the price and all that shit, the website I was going through to look at land had like a calculation stuff, and it's like $100 a month.
That's not terrible at all.
No, that's fucking nothing. It would just become like a different priority point in my life, Yeah,
it wouldn't even be noticeable. You'd set that shit on auto pay and send it.
No, it would. Yes, absolutely. It's just how I mean is that okay, cool. Now I'm gonna start looking at buying one of those little barns that I can put up in the back and have like a cabin action. Okay, now I got to think about. You got to give yourself a monthly budget on what you're willing to spend on that. Yeah.
Because you go with what the property's going to cost, and then if you're going to build the cabin, you got to get permits. If you're going to have one of those like cloudier homes or in barns type deals, like sheds delivered, and use that. All right, $10,000 shed's going to cost me, fucking $78 a month. So now we're up to $178 a month. I'm going to need to do this. Going to buy an ATV. That's going to run me another. The ATV is probably the most expensive part of it. But there's $125 a month now. I've hit my $300 budget.
Here, you just buy a used ATV for a couple $100.
Well, that's it. Then you do that.
Or a
it's
UTV,
like, cool.
So it's got that little 3-foot box on the fucking back.
Yep.
Which seems like bullshit until you're driving around and you're like, oh, thank God. Like,
it's got all my stuff huge. In the back. It's such a big help. You know what I mean? Like having that little cargo space is huge.
Well, I've been looking on, Amazon and stuff like that. As fun as our conversations are, I do take more things seriously than I ever have in life. So I've been, pricing out stuff. And it's like, there are no good ways to have like a utility cart, a fucking wheelbarrow or something. Like, I've seen some of these like folding ones that I could like put in the back of my car, because that's realistically how a lot of the transport's going to work. Is I go down to the fucking Aubuchon Hardware or whatever, and if I have a small trailer that I can hook to the back of my car, now I can transport stuff, but then I need to get it out to my site. It's not like I'm going to go four-wheeling through the fucking woods unless I have a finished road. Like, okay, now I need to actually transport this stuff. So it's like, oh, I need like a cart. I need like ATV, a UTV. It's like, oh, it's going to be a years-long process, which is absolutely fucking fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%.
Like, because right now it's just a parcel of land that nobody's doing anything with. And if it's just a parcel of land that some guy's slowly doing something with from time to time, oh, fucking there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Something to do.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's a great outdoors project for me to start doing something.
Yeah, right. And it's something that you can see, obviously you're developing the land.
Yeah.
You can see it happen over time. Also, you got to get yourself a chainsaw, and go cut down some trees and shit. You got to get yourself a hefty shovel and stuff like that. You have to pull some stumps out and shit like that.
I have to get like lockable storage boxes. I'm going to have to start thinking about stuff like that, of security things. Like, I got to get a couple of like trail cameras to put up around the sites. Like, and okay, maybe I can hunt on the property. Like, go out there with a 22 or some shit, snag a couple of rabbits. Like, I might be able to have, Marky come up and help skin and prepare a meal.
Yeah, that'd be cool, and film a video of it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole process could become a very viable YouTube channel, or an extension of some of the stuff I do. I mean, imagine a campfire session where it's,
for sure.
And it's close enough to civilization that I could probably stream the whole fucking thing. So realistically, we could have a live night where it's, hey, here's 4 hours where we get fucking loose live sitting around a campfire.
Yeah, that'd be dope as hell, though.
And even if not, like, just the, hey, come hang out. Like, at all times, there's a standing offer of, I got a place. We can just, like, go and chill.
Yeah, we can just hang out. And then, of course, it's like, don't be a weirdo because you show up. Like, it is protected.
Yeah.
There's don't be weird. Take care of that. But, come hang out. Have a good time.
Well, speaking of hanging out and having a good time, this has been a blast, but it's almost noon and I got to get my ass in gear.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah, cuz we'll talk to you later.
Love you. Peace.
Love you.